Greetings! It is I, Nerdyjojo, and I have once again arrived in this particular location. Hello, hello, hello. How is everything going with you guys? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Today is a day. Today is my first day streaming again after a while. Yeah. Not that long. It's only been like a week, but a week can seem like a pretty long time. Hello, Squirrel Jojo. I am not okay, well, if I were Squirrel Jojo, I don't know. I don't remember where we went with that. As Chaperone said, Phenomenom. A phenomenon. Phenomenon. I would believe that. Anyways, what else is there going on today? I had a pretty eventful week this week. The power ended up going out, the electricity, because we had a pretty intense ice storm where I live, and it went out for like 2 days and a bit. That was lovely. It was very cold in the house. I had no electricity. I had no internets. And the video I was working on, it's Easter in 2 weeks. That's all I know. It is. It is. I'm excited for when I have that good old Easter Friday off of work. Yeah. No, it's hopefully today's stream should go well. You'd be a fat squirrel who's guardian of Venus flytraps with a fancy hat. Oh yes, I do remember that now. A slightly more round squirrel who guards the Venus flytraps with a fancy hat. Very specific with the fancy hat part. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just go and switch on to the gameplay. Yeah, no. You had guys see fat squirrel hate? It's funny, but like not appropriate for JoJo's streams. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but we're not gonna go too much into the topic. As much as I'm not a huge fan of squirrels, and you're also Mufasa, I'm getting promoted to. Those will just talk about what my plans for this stream is. So, you see this event. We got 9 days with it, okay? And now the thing is, to play this one, you have to do the oh wait, no, is this? I don't know if this is, I'm pretty sure this is the start of the yeah. You have to kind of do part of the Archon quest to be able to do this. Basically, my only goal is to play as little of this quest as possible. So I'm on my main account, of course, and well, I don't necessarily care as much about on my main account, but on Only Glasses, I'd like to prevent having to play as much of the quest as possible so that I can keep all the clips for the quest together as possible, if that makes any sense. So basically, my goal here is just to see how much I can play, or how much I actually have to play to be able to avoid or to start the event, basically. Anyways, so I also haven't done my commissions today. I haven't done my commissions a lot lately. Are you guys upset with me? Where am I going? It's Rome time. Yeah. We need to go to Fontaine. Okay. I'm gonna try to avoid playing as much of this quest as possible, basically. Just see how much I can actually play to be able to, you know, not have to, ruin as much of the quest as possible, if that makes any sense. Here I go. Just doing that. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna catch up on what's going on in chat real quick. Hey everyone. You haven't touched that event. Yeah. Because I have to play a bit of the Archon quest to be able to do that, and I didn't necessarily want to. Other ones, it allows you to play the quest without having to do anything, but this one is, for some reason, this one forces you to play at least a bit of the Natlan Archon quest. Hopefully, I only have to play through, like, the first little bit, and then I can just avoid the rest. That is my goal, at least. What else is going on? My brother betrayed you. What did he do? I must have missed it. I would believe that he betrayed me, though. If Chapo Rowan, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodriguez all did a song together, God can take. So, yeah. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Anyways, so we're going into the Archon quest now. We'll see how much I have to actually do with this.
Wow, time flies. Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey.
Yep. I technically haven't finished interrogating Farina, but that's fine. We won't worry about that.
We need to head to Natlan next. Nerdyjojo called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of.
We either have to meet... We haven't met anyone from Natlan either.
Exactly. Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations.
Yeah.
Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
I like that, but I have a feeling that's not quite the case.
Yes, yes. That look of surprise and excitement is perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at the camera and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Ah, Charlotte! Monocles! Monocles!
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that.
Always on the chase for the new scoop, eh?
Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty. Don't worry about it, Charlotte.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
Oh, are we getting a big send-off?
We?
We?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Feels like it was just yesterday. Don't be a stranger now, partner.
We won't.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
She will come running, I'm sure.
Partings are inevitable, of course. But distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Yeah, the memories of fighting you in court, but I suppose there's probably other memories too.
Whoa, you're all here!
I'm sure we'll meet again. Let us know next time a festival rolls around.
Already thinking about taking time off? Any excuse for a party, huh?
Of course!
But yes, You can count on us. We wouldn't let you miss out on all the fun.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea. We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor?
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine.
I love it. Okay.
It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave.
Is that so?
They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I hope you didn't just jinx us. Don't speak too soon. Oh, it's gonna happen.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Yeah.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, that'd be great. It's not gonna happen, though.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we?
Yes, please. I really want to just get through this. I'm happy there's voice acting, though.
Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage!
Bon voyage! Why is everyone's eyes closed? Okay. There's a part of me that feels like it'd be a waste if I didn't talk to them, but I don't want to. Okay. Now the question is, that's not what I wanted. The question is, can I get into this event now? Pause due to focus mode being enabled. Okay. Okay, can I turn it off? Enabled. Wait, can I enter? Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out, can I do this now? Go to quest. So... this... oh geez, where... I know I'm in and out of the menus a lot. So this is the quest for, the, Aoife and whatnot. This isn't going to get me into the, what's it called? Into more, what's it... oh geez. I don't even remember what I'm doing. What did I miss? I feel like I missed a lot of stuff. I'm sorry if I miss all your stuff. By the way, you continue trying to get a 5-star on weapon banner next glasses only stream.
Do I still have to finish? Let's see.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Not so many as I thought. Oh.
For that. I don't know why Natlan people wouldn't leave because their tech wouldn't work. Oh. That might be it. What else? What else did I miss? I feel like we shouldn't wait until the next Navia or Malvika banner for... yeah. I am starting to think that maybe we should save the rest of our primos. Because, good chance Malvika and Navia are coming down the pipeline. And, there's a part of me that almost wants to skip Malvika and go for Navia because I know that she'll probably be more valuable. Because we have plenty of Pyro already. However, we do not have any Geo. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. What else did I miss? Also, hello, Snick. Hi, and yeah, there might be some reruns of Glasses characters soonish, so managing Primo sounds smart right now. Yeah. A new character is always worth more than a weapon, yeah. Well, it's still a better risk to take. I mean, we're basically at pity on the weapon banner anyways. I I don't know 100% what I'm doing yet, but anyways. So I guess we'll just have to go to the location and hope that it is what I hope it is. Oh, it is! Okay, so we don't have to play a ton of the quests. We just have to do the, Okay, that's all I needed to know for only glasses. Okay, here we go.
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen?
Oh no, something happened! How terrible.
Let's go take a look.
Yeah! Let's join the crowd and take a look.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking.
Chill, bro. I'm thinking.
This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
Milray. Sorry, Milray. What a cute little guy. Oh, he must be in pain.
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss.
Aw, poor little guy.
He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a warrior's medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Poor little guy.
Poor little guy. Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
Aww. Kachina's here too. Kachina!
Kachina, what's going on here?
Is she voiced, I wonder?
Traveler, Paimon! A long time no see.
Yay! Kachina!
So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Eva's taking a look at him.
Actually, when you look at it, he's starting to lose color too. I feel like they put that other guy to sit there so that you could see just how dulled and washed out those colors are. The poor little guy.
Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
Aww.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
Oh, I love him.
Ah, you're that Cuckoo-thesaurus from the vet clinic.
I don't know who the Cuckoosaurus is from the vet clinic, but I'll believe it.
What are you on about?
What are you on about?
So this Aoife you just mentioned, is it actually...
The veterinary extraordinaire.
Hey, yo, everyone! Please chill. I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war, but he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
Oh no.
You mean he originally got sick during the war, but the symptoms only just started to show up now?
That's right. He may have just been acting tough this whole time. Didn't want his friends stressing out over him.
Aww.
Aoife, there must be something you can do, right? Please help him.
Something this rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it.
Oh no.
Good news is that I read about a similar case back when I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they can grow practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare.
Ocean Zephyr, okay.
Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go on beyond that.
Okay.
Sacred flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
Perhaps, perhaps. I have no idea what they're talking about, like, at all. This is what you get for skipping basically all of the Archon quests.
When Mualani and I took part in the pilgrimage of the Return of the Sacred Flame, we collected loads of contending sparks during the team stage. Apparently, they're sparks from the Sacred Flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them. Do you think these crystals might be something similar?
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
Mm-hmm.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in Natlan for ages now, but we've never come across anything like that.
Yeah, we've been in Natlan for ages. That's it.
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh?
For real, Uncle Pakal?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natlan knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did it, but the other chiefs might know something. I'll go ask them.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Aoife. Your diagnosis was a huge help. Mind if I keep you a little longer?
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
Sure thing, dude. He is so chill. He is the chillest little dude. I guess he's not a little dude. So he's not a little dude.
Great. In that case, let's go our separate ways for now. Milray needs some proper rest, and he's not going to get that with so many people gathered around. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news. Fingers crossed, he'll soon be on the mend.
Yay. Okay.
What up, my dudes?
What up, my dudes? A random traveler shows up. He's never met them before. He probably knows who we are. Hello. Your rep precedes you, bro. Respect. I talked to him in his language.
I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength.
We're actually not. I lied to you.
The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather Clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
Well, that's usually what most birds end up doing anyways. Where?
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends.
Legends.
The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
How many hero duos have you ever seen, though? This is an important question. I should have you know.
Aww, you're making Paimon blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
You saved so many Saurian lives. That was so amazing. Blah, 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 blah. Amazing contribution, too.
Yo, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken.
He's all head, though. There is no body. It's just one round little guy. It's all head. There's nothing else.
Seriously.
True that. More wounded were piling up by the day. Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet.
That's rough, yeah.
No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name.
Ooh, so rare it doesn't even have a name yet.
If my old man hadn't forced me to read all kinds of different stuff when I was a kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's true what they say, bro. There's always more to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
Yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My old man started steering me toward being a vet when I was a kid, schooling me on all kinds of herbs. And man, if I forgot anything, out came the broom.
Poor Eva! Not the broom!
My family's been vets for generations now. No clue who it was that kicked off the tradition, though, you know?
I mean, some things are just better left unanswered anyways.
Back when I was a kid, my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's useful.
I agree.
Guilt? Sounds pretty strange to Paimon. Usually you only feel guilty when you've done something wrong.
Who knows? After he passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there.
Yeah. That's something you have to contend with if you're, not just a veterinarian, but, anything in the medical field. Anything in a lot of fields.
So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first.
You've got this, bro.
Heck yeah, I do.
Heck yeah, I do. Okay, you talk a while longer. Okay.
Oh? Looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
All of them. Oh, geez, wait. I have yet to meet the 7-foot, or it's like 10-foot tall guy. Oh, he's tall. I've only seen YouTube shorts about the tall guy, but like he's huge. That guy.
Bring it.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Yeah.
Well, as the saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide. It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Hey, little guy. Are you okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle. This too is a responsibility we adults must bear.
Yep.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place? Not something you see every day.
Uh-huh.
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all swamped.
Mm-hmm.
These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine, so don't look too surprised.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my place. So shameless.
Group mooching.
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out. Milray and the other Tepetlosaurs have helped transport goods for the Flowerfeather clan in the past. We won't just stand by and watch while he suffers.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred flame even take other forms?
She's so young to be a chief. Or she seems so young. In this game, it can be kind of, hit or miss how old characters actually are, though.
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references to it in woven scrolls. In ancient Natlan, besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise, held jointly by the 6 tribes, that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Oh, okay. I think I see where this event is going now.
Sacred flame crystals!
Hopefully.
For real? How have I never heard of that?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries.
Is there some hidden story behind this? Yeah, good question.
Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. But it was so long ago that I don't know the specifics. The more reasonable explanation is this: that people once believed these sacred flame crystals to be vessels of extraordinary power, and that warriors could use them to enhance their own strength. In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. In some rare, very specific circumstances, they proved irreplaceable, but they were not so different from the regular sacred flame in essence.
Interesting.
The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete, and thus they were forgotten.
Oh, okay.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have to revive the Bloomflower Trials and get all 6 tribes to take part. Ooh, that sounds rough.
I mean, you have all 6 chiefs here, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. Like, they're all here right now.
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended, the pilgrimage has become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
There's a little ominous guy back there. Look at how ominous it is. Staring at us.
We should never drop our guard completely, even in times of peace. But like that, it seems high time we restarted the Bloomflower Trials.
Yeah, let's do it!
I'm with you on that. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
It's gonna be me!
No objections on my part.
I'll go discuss this with the others. I'm sure there will be plenty of warriors who'll be itching to take part. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that Molani will be there. There's nothing she loves more than a lively occasion.
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Pakal? Great. We're all in agreement then.
Yay!
Nice!
Thanks, everyone. It really means a lot.
Let's head back to our tribes and see how many people are willing to sign up. If interest is high, we'll hold a big event. But if not, we'll keep it small.
Yeah, fair enough.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition without rules is just mindless violence. And that's not what we want.
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the Speaker's Chamber later. After all, we'll still need the Pyro Archon's final approval.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some Ocean Zephyrs to cure Milray. Who'll go gather them while we're organizing the trials?
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Oh, these guys. Milray's friends. I mean, I guess we've been seeing them all throughout the time.
You mean the Saurians? You're right. There's all sorts.
Seems... Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Sure thing, bro. I got you, bro.
Must be nice having a Saurian companion who can talk.
Well, if that's everything, how about we call it a day?
All right. See you later. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these Saurians along too. We've got to teach them how to identify Ocean Zephyrs.
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon.
Okay, off they go then. I wonder if we get this now.
They sure are quick on their feet. Guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away.
Or then let's sleep on it types are. Or the let's sleep on it type are we Paimon.
But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. No way, bro.
Oh, wow. No way, bro.
Even Kakuku's done with this conversation.
I'll go spread the word. Kachina, you gonna sign up?
Of course.
In that case, let's head over together. Traveler, Paimon, see you at the speaker's chamber in a bit.
In a bit. Yep.
So far, so good. At this rate, Milray will be better in no time.
Hopefully. Aww. Whimper.
Aw, you're awake. Wanna try getting a bit more sleep?
Oh, he's awake.
You think so? Is he feeling hungry then? Hey, Kakuku, can you help us
Kakuku's gone.
Long gone.
Eh.
Oh no, he does seem pretty anxious. What are you trying to say, little guy?
Okay. Maybe I talked to him. Aw. Okay, they're just sad little beans. Okay. Indwell. Oh. Hello, little guy. Rah, cough, rah. Everything okay, Milray? Do you want to eat something? Why don't I pick you some fruit? Thanks for looking after me, Nyan. I'll be fine. Hello, Milray and Miran. Milray and blah, blah, blah. Oh, who are you? Just a friend, don't worry about it. Haven't seen you around here before, Have you come to visit Milray too? Yep, that's what I'm here to do. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that you have nothing to worry about, okay? These nice humans have found a way to cure you. It won't be long before they've gathered enough Ocean Zephyr and Sacred Flame Crystals, so hang in there. It will be all mended soon. Sacred Flame Crystals? Milray. That's exactly what I'm worried about. These nice humans have no idea how dangerous Sacred Flame Crystals are. Dangerous? Dangerous? Yes, very dangerous. They can, blah blah human hearts and turn friends to enemies, and I didn't read the rest of that because I was worried about the word. This is why I don't read things, because words get me. Milray struggled to say something but falls unconscious once more. Humans' hearts. The chief didn't mention anything about that before. Could there be unknown risks associated with sacred flame crystals? But more importantly, if even the chiefs know nothing about this, despite all the knowledge they possess, then where did Milray and Nyan come to hear of it? Told you guys that sacred flame crystals are dangerous. A mysterious Quachosaur we met while fighting those big monsters. He was the one who told us. I still remember how all our friends were running around in a panic, and first time Milray passed out. Not this disease, not again. We need to find Ocean Zephyr and Sacred Flame Crystals. But Sacred Flame Crystals are blah blah blah. Beguile, I guess. I actually still have no idea. I'm sorry. Turn friends to enemies. What should I do? Where did they nerd this? I don't know. They often said things we couldn't understand apart from us. No other little Saurians wanted to play with him. And as far as I could tell, he didn't have any human companions either. But I'm sure he wouldn't have lied to us. He saved us many times, and we were very close friends. I really hope that Milray recovers soon, but the sacred flame crystals generally are that dangerous. I don't think that's the way he would want to be saved. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I'll remind the humans to be careful. In the meantime, take good care of Milray, all right? Just make sure he doesn't worry too much and gets lots of rest. Do you do that for him? Thank you so much. No problem. No problem. We're here to help. Be good people. This has become more dangerous by the minute. With Malvika and the 6 chiefs present, I'm sure everything will be all right, but still, I better find a chance to talk to Malvika about it. Okay. 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 I feel like I missed a lot of stuff. Group mooching sounds like a form of plumiggery. Quite possibly. She might be a short queen. Dory gives off vibes that she's in her 30s. You're right, she does. Fun fact, Charlotte has been to more nations than that acclaimed Mr. Worldwide. I'd believe it. Should start Varessa's story quest. I am not going to do that, probably because I cannot. Jojo, did you hear that the developers' discussion, they said they'd nerf Ningguang? Or... I'm assuming you mean Ningguang, and they better not. Is... Natlan, new adventure awaits. Where am I heading? Over here. Okay. So I just follow the, shiny sparklies. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I might as well unlock this while I'm here. And now we go. April Fools, they didn't... April Fools, they didn't say that. That's good, that's good. Although April Fools was a few days ago.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea.
Yay! But also kinda... No!
Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Malvika! Look at those sunglasses wearing lady.
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
Everyone's really fired up. That's good.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3.
Ah.
I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Yay! It's even being funded!
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Yay! I was planning to...
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yeah, we are.
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Uh-huh.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured.
Do you know anything about the sacred flame crystals?
What makes you ask?
We heard rumors that sacred flame crystals can belittle, I still don't know that word.
I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible.
Uh-huh.
The rules governing the Oda resurrection have protected Natlan for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts.
Okay, it's beguile. I'm so glad somebody actually said that because I had no idea. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. That's very true. I find it hard to imagine, too.
So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natlan we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah.
Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tapetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle.
Yeah.
For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Huh? Who could they be?
Bum bum ba, assassins. Probably not.
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
Bum bum ba, still assassins. Anyways, April Fools, they didn't actually say that, yes. I was planning to tell the joke on April 1st, but you didn't stream then, so yeah, I know. The power had only come on pretty recently. And I had a whole bunch of stuff I needed to catch up on. So yeah, I didn't end up streaming that night. Instead, I worked on some projects. Instead. So yeah. If you start for rest of story quest before completing Natlan story quest, you get an exclusive dialogue that only glasses people get. Only glasses people gets. I don't want to do that right now. I'm already almost running out of stream time. I gave Zhengling a Favonius polearm and she's thriving. I want to eat Movika's eyes and her sword. And the other sword. Lovely. Okay, who's outside? Who's outside? What's going on?
Finally, you're here.
Oh, the whole crew.
That traveler, Paimon. So basically.
Isa!
Hold up. What happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is I get to go first.
You get to go first. Okay.
What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden? So you know about the Bloomflower trials, right? I mean, we were wondering, have you decided which tribe you'll join? If not, how about the people of the springs?
Oh, so they're all here to basically say, hey, you should totally join our tribe. You should be part of our tribe today. I get it. I get it. What?
We're allowed to take part too?
How about we stay impartial in this one, Paimon?
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long, we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
Kanisha's new VA. That's a new VA, isn't it?
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not you compete or which tribe you support, well, that's completely up to you.
At least Oron is keeping a level head about it.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other words, recruiting you is every tribe's top priority.
It's a new VA, yeah.
Oh, so that's what's going on. No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck just now. He must have known this was coming.
I hope it's possible for me to just stay impartial and not join any of them.
And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some serious incentives.
Oh, wait, there's incentives. Okay, what you got?
How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop.
Oh, sounds quite appealing. What's everyone else got? What's everyone else got?
Luxury hot springs? Sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation.
Mm-hmm.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat, all you can eat.
I'm not much of a barbecue enjoyer, though, is the thing, Kanish. Like, what else does the barbecue have?
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula.
I think I could skip that, to be honest.
Yeah, no one wants.
Yeah. I'm blasting off again! We're blasting off again!
All you can eat barbecue?
Okay, I know Paimon would be,
Join up with the Collective of Plenty, and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to help you become stronger than you already are.
that sounds like a lot of work on my part still.
Paimon's not too keen on training, but getting stronger does sound tempting.
Okay, for one, it's me who will be getting stronger. You will just be sitting there watching and floating and saying, oh, you're doing so great, Jojo. Oh, you're doing so great. Yeah, I don't think we're taking that one.
All I've got to offer are freshly picked vegetables, but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
Only vegetables.
Ooh, could Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies myself.
I kind of still think that Mualani's kind of sounds the best.
Well, flying's kind of what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of fun too.
I can bake Saurus crackers and grapefruit chips.
Grapefruit chips and Saurus crackers. What do those taste like?
Oh, Paimon loves those too. Oh, this is such a tough choice. Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others.
Yeah, honestly, it does. It does. No free glasses, it would seem. Yeah, I know. What are they thinking? They know me. I should be offered glasses and praise and more glasses. What are you guys thinking? But that luxury vacation does sound nice.
You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you.
Tsunemi belongs to all of Natlan after all.
Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
Aw. Jojo, do you prefer glasses on guys or girls? They're good on both? They're good on both? Glasses are good on everyone. Guys, girls, non-binary people, pets. Glasses are great on pets. Glasses are great on basically anyone. Saurian crackers look like they have some kind of glaze on them, so I'd assume sugar cookies.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches at least.
We don't really need... You guys don't really need me, though, is the thing. Glasses are hot on everyone. Exactly!
There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half, you're on our side.
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for those perks you mentioned earlier...
Probably not getting them.
Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
Never mind, we still get it.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs, and the Children of Echoes against the other 3 tribes.
Uh-huh.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable!
Alright, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
I'm not actually gonna be fighting all of them, am I? But we're finally into the games portion of the event. Bloom Trials, Saurian Treasure Seeker. Are there only 2 games? Okay. I guess there's only 2 games. Okay. Okay. I need to take my headphones off for a second. My head is hurting. My head is hurting under the headphones. Might take off the glasses real quick. She doesn't have glasses on. What are we to do? What are we to do? I'm putting them back on. Don't worry.
Oh, how many forging commissions do I still have to finish?
I would like to be able to see what's going on. My eyes aren't that bad, though, but the glasses certainly do help a lot. Okay, anyways, now the question is, should I go deal with my daily commissions? Because I did not start them. Where are my daily commissions? I didn't do them yet. Oh, I didn't do them yet. Now that we have the games, and now that I really know, like, how much of the quest I actually have to do to be able to, you know, start the quest, that's all I really needed to know for only glasses. Honestly, this is probably not the best way to go about it, but...
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Dun, 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 dun.
Don't waste my
Dun,
time.
dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just finish off these commissions real quick. Enemy reinforcements coming. Take that. Bam. I'm not bothering getting any other buffs. Well, maybe Shalonen real quick and then... Bam. There we go. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I want that. Honestly, I don't think I need any more treasure hoarders insignias. I feel like I have too many treasure hoarder insignias. Do you want to know what's kind of sad? I think this is the first time in 3 to 4 days that I've even bothered doing my daily commissions on this account. The power outage really put me in a I don't know what to say about it exactly, but yeah, no, the power went out. Oh boy, we were desperate at one point. So the power went out, and my mom, she always drinks coffee. She always has a cup of coffee to drink. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think she's a little caffeine dependent at this point because partway through, you know, the first day of the power outage, she started getting headaches. Caffeine headaches. Actually, that reminds me, like, another neat little detail about that. So, shame on you. Yeah, I know. I think something else that's really interesting that happened was that, we had acquired, or my mom got out her Walkman from the 80s. She still had her Walkman from the 80s because it's a battery powered, what's it called? It's a little battery powered radio, which is, you know, good if you have the power out. Anyways, so she had that out, and the first day we were listening to the local rock station. Or the semi-local rock station, I should say. And she heard on it that you could use candles to heat up food, or to boil water specifically, I think is probably the better way to put it.
Adventure time.
She heard that you could use candles to set up the what's it called to boil water, and she got desperate for a cup of coffee. So she went and she actually tried it. She got out a candle, and we started you know, making delicious or boiling water on a candle. And throughout that entire time, my brother was texting my dad. My brother was texting my dad, telling him it's like, oh, we're up to exactly what you would expect. We're heating up water on candles and you know, stuff like that. Anyways, a magical I don't even know what that is. It's a guide out to the Candy Mountain. Oh yeah, Candy Mountain. Charlie, we have to go to Candy Mountain. Charlie, we have to go to the Candy Mountain, Charlie. I always got instant coffee in case. And now I guess... Yeah, that's basically what happened. Mom was getting headaches from not having enough caffeine. Or having any caffeine. And we heard on the radio somebody was using a candle. Well, actually they were using several little tea-light candles, apparently, to heat up their water so that they could, you know, have hot water, I guess, and, where's my other... Oh, I did them all, didn't I? It's only this. It's only this guy. Anyways, yeah, no. That is what happened. It was reasonably interesting. It was reasonably interesting. I also had water that we had heated up on the the candle. I also had some hot drink. You know what's even crazier? You know what Joe Bro did? You know what Joe Bro did when the power was out? Well, the power was out. So we had not had like a real proper meal in a few days. Like we were surviving off of sandwiches and like juice. We were surviving off of sandwiches and juice, basically. and my brother's like, you know, I could really go for an actual meal. So he got an egg. He got an egg out. and he cracked it on the frying pan, and he's like, I am going to cook this egg over the candle because I want actual food. And that's what he did. It took almost half an hour to cook the egg, but he cooked an egg on a candle. He did in fact do that. I can't comprehend how somebody can willingly make themselves drink coffee. Yeah, and you know what? My mom drinks her coffee black too. I don't get it. I'm not a coffee drinker, but my mom is. She drinks it black, hardcore style. She takes her coffee hardcore style. What else was there? If you heat a lot of water over a long time span with candles, don't forget to let some fresh air in for oxygen. Yeah. It was a little cold for that. We did not do that.
Thank you for completing.
It's okay. We were using a big open space, so it's we're not dead. I mean, you're probably right. We probably should have done that, but it was freezing rain outside. It was not pleasant to open a window. But you're right. No, we probably should have done that. And I will keep that in mind if the power goes out again. Thank you. That's some perseverance to cook an egg that way. You're right, you're right. Yeah. Actually, because we didn't have any other entertainment, me and my mom were just sitting there watching him cook the egg. Like, me and my mom, we were sitting there, elbows or hands, chins in our hands, watching as he cooked the egg over a candle for like 15, 20 minutes. We just watched it, because what else were we to do? Also, we got out Lego. We acquired my brother's Lego, and we played with that for a while too, as a collective group. Because we had nothing else to do. Okay, okay, let's see. I'm just looking at what we got here. Oh, you know what else I haven't done on this account? That's not what I wanted. I don't think I've done the trials. Did I do the trials, or? Oh, I did do the test runs on this account. I didn't think I did them, but I did do them. Low-key sounds like you went into involuntary post-apocalyptic survival-themed survival camp or something. Glad the blackout is over, though. Yeah, I am too, because I had a huge project I was working on. Like, I had a huge project I was working on, and I wanted to get it done for tomorrow, and it is done. It is done. And you guys will find out about it. But, yeah, that definitely put a bit of a damper on, on my abilities to, get it done. Luckily, I was able to get it done. It didn't quite take the full form that I expected it to, but honestly, it's probably better that way, because if it took the full form that I expected it to, it probably would have been like 40 to 50 minutes, and I was like, oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm glad the power outage is also over. Oh, what were we doing? We were doing Lego. We were doing Lego at the time that the power came back on. So my brother had the Lego set, of course, a big box of Lego that my mom actually bought him for Christmas that he hadn't opened it yet. And she asked, it's like, hey, you want to get out the Lego so that we can entertain ourselves? And he was like, yeah, sure. I'm pretty interested in what I'm reading right now, so you guys can have fun and I will play Lego. Or you guys can play Lego and I'll just keep reading. Also, I'm walking around aimlessly. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Because I'm yapping. I'm just yapping. Maybe... I don't know what is a good yapping activity. Something that I can do relatively easy without having to worry about too much focusing. Throw my resin into a domain or something. Maybe that's what I'll do. And I'll throw it into a relatively simple domain while I'm just yapping. So we were playing Lego, and honestly, I should take some pictures of it to like post it because I worked very hard and they turned out very well. They turned out very, very well in my opinion. But I made a little Lego doggy. I made a little Lego dog and it turned out very well. I think my brother was impressed because I showed him and I was like, look what I made. And he was like, ooh. And he had that cheeky smile that's the type of smile he makes when he's trying to hide how excited he is about something. Anyways, yeah.
Adventure time.
Where was I going with this? Collecting mats or domain stuff, yeah. We're just going into the, Noblesse domain. I don't necessarily need anything in here, but I just want something that's easy to handle, and Noblesse domain is, like, kind of mindless when you think about it. I can continue yapping while also playing game. I'm trying to make cold cocoa, but it's bad. That's not good. I hope your cold cocoa gets unbad somehow. I don't know how it would work, but... Anyways, yeah. I made a little dog. He was very cute. It was lovely. Best little dog I ever made. Out of Lego. I should take a picture of it. My brother did add one thing, though. At first, he had a very stationary head. Like, he couldn't look around or anything. But, I did make the, He added it so that the head could swivel, but the tail moved, and, it was very good. It was a very good little dog. The Noblesse domain got nerfed so hard. Like no other domain. Yeah, I know. Which is good because it's kind of mindless now. Honestly, I feel like Noblesse is kind of like one of the first artifact sets that Genshin players or starting Genshin players should kind of go for, since it's kind of just a solid starter set. It buffs a little bit, but it also gives your character more damage. It's kind of like still the ideal go-to for Bennett. Also, he doesn't have enough energy to use his burst. Which sword does he have on? But yeah, I remember when I first started, there were like, I think it was 3 Abyss Mages in here. I think it was 3 Abyss Mages of different elements. Wait, no, it was the serpent, or not serpent things. What are they? Bishops. It was a couple bishops. The little dragon-y guys. There's a couple of those guys. What weapon does he have? Okay, he does have his weapon. 209. I think this is the right build for him. Also, I actually switched him over, so he actually does a little bit of damage now, too. Hi! Hi, Jojo. How's life getting together? I mean, I have electricity now, so that's great. You know what's even scarier is that, there's actually still places in town that don't have electricity. While I was at work, you know, at Walmart today, I heard some people talking about it. How, their parents didn't have electricity still from the blackout. And I was like, oh geez. It's been going on more than a week now. Like it, or almost a week now. It started on Saturday night. The blackout started on Saturday night. That is when the world turned dark and cold. And then Sunday night, trees were falling. I was totally intending on going to work on Sunday. But there were trees falling everywhere. The world was covered in ice. It was It was not good. It was not a good time. I had to complete new build for my Bennett once again once I learned about Noblesse lol. Jeez, what even happened? If that's okay to ask. Did the weather take out the... Yeah, we had freezing rain. Like, intense freezing rain. It's too hot, bring the snow back. I mean, I'm glad the snow is gone. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Dendro damage bonus. Crit damage, crit rate. That's a juicy piece right there. It is hard to find damage bonus goblets that have both. That's a good piece. I'm not 100% sure who I'd put it on yet, but that's a pretty good piece. I kind of wish I had that on glasses only. I feel like Emily would like it. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to go back. I want to go back in. Give it to Xinyan. But it's Dendro damage bonus. Let's go, yeah. I kind of wish it was like a nice geo damage bonus though. My Ning Wong. I think she's good. But her geo damage goblet is also not bad, but I sure would have liked a little crit rate on that. I have this, but it has so much defense. It just goes on the defense scaling characters. Yeah. You want to see the perfect 200? Woo! Look at that! Perfect 200! Anyways, we won't worry about that. Give everything to Xinyan. I mean, I have some nice pyro damage goblets that she'd probably like better than a Geo or a Dendro one, so... You know... She can have lots. I can agree to give her some nice artifacts, but... Can we agree to give her ones that actually will work for her? That's what I'm thinking. I have so many Dendro DPS goblets. Only EM want Dendro units. Yeah. Fair. How dare you give her Pyro? I mean... I don't really have any physical goblets. I've truthfully been keeping my eye out for physical goblets. Geo damage bonus, but it's not good. Anyways... I've been keeping my eye out for one because I would like to have a nice physical damage goblet at some point, but... You know, if we even just give her something. Physical or pyro would definitely be better than Dendro for her. Fine, fine. You know what? You know what? Okay, we'll do it. There you go. That's not what I wanted. I want... Here you go. You can have... Where is it? Where is the new Noblesse goblet? Dun 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 dun. Noblesse. This one. There she goes. There. She has it now. Pyro can work on her burst as a burst DPS, no. I'm not 100% sure how she works, but I know with her burst, she does one big physical and then one or a little bit of pyro, so. Xinyan, Dendro DPS. Too bad we don't have somebody like a C6 Bennett, but for like Dendro. You know how many problems that would solve? We almost... I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a 98k Jade screen. Gotta head out later. Thank you for coming in, visiting, Jacob. Thank you, thank you. And I should thank everyone else who has spent a little bit of time here. We really appreciate it. It's good to have all of you here. And I hope you don't mind my endless rambling about power outages. Oh, it was quite the experience. It was family bonding time through traumatic experience. That's fine though. I think that it was time well spent, all things considered. We're all in our own places at our own times a lot of the time, so we don't get to spend a ton of time just as a family. So it was nice. Yeah. I know Xinyan is very split scaling, so you basically can't build her in a way that profits her whole kit at once. Yeah. There's probably a way to work on balancing it, like a physical damage set, but give her like a pyro goblet, or give her the pyro damage set and like a physical goblet. Or there's a physical damage claymore, so I probably help if I look at a claymore character. Where is there a claymore character? She is literally the first claymore character. There's a physical damage claymore. Yeah. It's only 3 stars though. But that is an option. I don't know. I guess she is kind of hard to build when you think about it. It can be done, but I guess you do kind of have to sacrifice one for the other. But then again, that also gives her the option that you can give her 2 builds and then have, you know, if so-and-so situation calls for a different build, you can, in Dragonspine is a 4-star one. Yeah, I don't know how to get that, so... Maybe one of these days I should have a co-op stream, and if somebody knows how to get it, they can show me. I haven't fully finished all of... Well, I think I basically finished most of Dragonspine, though, so... And I have 1 condensed resin, so you know what? Let's just get that dealt with, too. You gotta do the quest to get it in the smithing plan thing for crafting it, too. So you can also craft it as well. Okay. We'll try to remember that then. Okay. And this is just use the condensed resin. You're on NA server, right though? Yeah, I am. North America. North America. Because I am Canadian. And Canada is in North America. Believe it or not. Oh, wow. Canada is in North America? That's insane. Who would have ever expected such a thing? Okay, anyways. Back to Leeway. I don't know why I'm going to Leeway exactly, but I'm here. I'm here, so I might as well exist.
Your eyes can
Yeah, no, what else is there to say? What else is there to do? I do not know. Yeah. One of these days. Yeah, I think you either need to read a few tablets scratched on the mountains or get 3 little boxes to get a secret into the secret cave. I thought Canada was in Love Island. Nope. Canada is where polar bears live. You guys like polar bears? We also got moose and cobra chickens and moose and trees and Canadian people. Oh, and I think this one's probably one of the most important. We have maple syrup. It's good stuff. And we got hockey and lacrosse and all kinds of good... We also have moose. Oh, you have moose too? I bet you don't have polar bears, though. Or orcas. Do you guys have orcas? Do you guys have orcas where you live? I swear if somebody says yes, I am going to cry. I thought orcas were ours.
Even if an antique is priceless.
No, I will... The wildlife over there is scary. Thank you. I like how that didn't go through on YouTube, but I can read it. Okay. If you guys had to pick, would you pick Canada wildlife or Australia wildlife? Serious question. Now keep in mind, Canada wildlife, there's certainly a lot less poisonous things, but it's basically all just as dangerous, if you get it angry at least.
We should look for
but they're less poisonous. Whenever I hear Canada, it sounds like Sweden, but nicer people, lower taxes and syrup. I don't know, maybe. I've never been to Sweden before, so I cannot agree nor disagree with that statement. I don't know. I like to think Canadians are relatively nice, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're all super nice. I think most of us are. Canada, because at least I can dress cozy against the cold there. There is no way to escape the heat. You do make a fair point. You escape the heat to the ocean. But the problem with the ocean is that there's also very big scary monsters in the ocean as well. I suppose monsters is probably not the best way to put it, but big scary wildlife in the ocean as well. I'll go wherever my best friend goes and sacrifice her in case of a deadly situation. Picture this, Patricia and their best friend walking down the woods in Canada. They're having a grand old time, and there before them appears a 10-foot moose. And they're like, oh wow, look at that creature, it's so big! And then the moose stares them down, and they're like, I hope this is fine. And then the moose starts walking towards them. And Patricia pushes her friend to the ground and starts running. Yeah, probably shouldn't run for a moose. Your best bet is to try to hide. I don't know if that's the best bet, actually. I saw a video of somebody who was hiding from a moose once. They were walking down the trail and a moose showed up. And these moose are big. Moose are big and they mean business. And the bear might come from me. At least there is no need to check the shoes for scorpions, man. Honestly, I do that. Your poor best friend. I just joined. What? I'm asking what wildlife you guys would prefer, Canada or Australia. If you had to pick between Canada wildlife or Australian wildlife, which one would you pick? Keep in mind, Canada does have less poisonous and venomous creatures. Well, I suppose I should say less venomous creatures. We do have a few rattlesnake varieties, and there are some poisonous spiders, but generally, or venomous spiders, but generally, Canadian wildlife isn't scary because it's venomous, it's scary because it's big. Where Australia, it's also big and venomous. Take your pick. I live in Australia. Oh. I mean, I guess it's no competition then. You're just used to everything in Australia.
Even if an antique is priceless, the happiness it brings lasts.
That's fitting.
The moment that you obtain it.
And Canada is big enough to stay away from the ocean if that's too scary. Yeah. if you don't like the ocean in Canada, you can get quite far away from it if you feel like it. Get into like Saskatchewan or New Brunswick, or not New Brunswick, Manitoba, and you're pretty far away from any ocean. Do I have to pick wildlife? I'm inside most of the time anyways. Okay, well, in Australia, the wildlife can come in a little bit easier because a lot of the really dangerous stuff is spiders, is it not? Australia wildlife isn't that scary once you get hop snake training. Hop snake training! Is that a legitimate thing? Or is that just like a goofy game that... Is that a goofy game that you Australians talk about? Oh, let's do some hop snake training. Instead of hopscotch, it's hop snake training. I want to know. Hop snake training, yes, please explain. If you do not mind, please explain. I would love to hear about this hop snake training. Because honestly, I'm thinking hopscotch. Like, there's no necessarily snakes involved. It's just a picture of a snake or something. It's like you gotta... What is hop snake training in particular? Drop bears. Drop bears. Yeah. We got bears and moose and geese. Well, if it's hard to explain, that's fine. I'm picturing hopscotch with snakes, though. My sister recently came home from her Australia trip. That was over a month ago. I honestly expect her to be bitten by a snake or something. I mean, I know it's probably not something you run into as long as you're staying in the city centers. But they got some pretty intense spiders down there. I don't think I could handle it. I've been asked about this before, if I would go to Australia on stream, and I was like, you know what, I'm not sure. Okay, so we have snakes that will put their tails in their mouths and roll downhill. Oh? Okay. Snakes that will just roll downhill. With their tail in their mouth? Sure, why not? I'd believe it. You know what? That doesn't even surprise me. Yeah. Honestly, though, I mean, I would go to Australia for the kangaroos. My mom had went to Australia before, and she got to pet a baby kangaroo, a baby Joey, while it was still in its mother's pouch. It was a domesticated kangaroo, or a friend kangaroo, I guess. Friendly, domesticated. I don't remember the full story, but she told me about that, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. I've had multiple 6-inch spiders, 9-inch spiders in my house. This one's actually true. Yeah, no, I'd believe it. I'd rather stay in Sweden. Our weird history of inbreeding and the creation of dynamite is better than ice bears and snakes. Are they really that much faster? Are they really that much faster that way, though? Yeah. What was it? I think I saw a clip of some Twitch streamer from Australia, and there was a giant spider on the wall of the camera behind them. They were face cam, of course. And there's a giant spider on the wall behind them. And chat was like, what is that? What is that? And they look back, and it's like, it's just a spider. And then it just disappears. And they're like, it's gone! And we're panicking. And the guy's like, oh, it's good. It's fine. Or it's whatever. I think it would be... Oh, geez, I missed stuff. I think they would be since they roll downhill. Yeah, the spiders take me out. The insect part of Australia is really gruesome, and you're not gonna get used to it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a part of me that says it's like, yeah, Australia, kangaroos. And then there's another part of me that's like, oh, the big spiders. I don't think I could handle the big spiders. I don't even like the spiders in Canada, and they're not even that big. Although, interesting fact, I did go to the Amazon rainforest in high school. Like, literally right in the middle of it. Like, at least 8 hours from civilization, middle of Amazon rainforest. And, there were some pretty big spiders. And you know what? I didn't die then, so maybe I can handle Australia. The Amazon rainforest is the training ground for Australia. Oh. I don't know where I was going with that, but, yeah, kangaroos are scary as hell too, though. Yeah. I mean, if it's a relatively peaceful, domesticated one, like my mom got to pet the joey of, I'm sure they're not that bad. But you know, I'm not gonna try to mess with one. It's kind of like a goose. I feel like a kangaroo is kind of like the Australian equivalent of a Canadian goose. They have to go in petting zoos since the wild kangaroos will try to kick you with the might of a god of anime on their side. Yeah, I would not be brave enough to go and try to touch a wild kangaroo. I assure you of that. I'm not that dumb. I'm not like that influencer. You heard about that. There was an influencer who is, you know, being charged in Australia right now for picking up a baby wombat. I could only imagine, yeah. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be stupid enough to do something like that. I promise you that. I like all my fingers attached, and I like my ribs where they are. Thank you. I like my rib cage as it is. I wouldn't go and touch a kangaroo unless it was in a petting zoo and they specifically said you can touch the giant rabbit. You can touch the giant murder rabbit. You are allowed. Is that a bad way to put it, maybe? Giant murder rabbit. Are you insulted if I call a kangaroo a giant murder rabbit? Clearly not. I saw this video of a man saving his pet dog from a kangaroo that had it in a chokehold. Can you imagine? Oh, that actually reminds me of another kangaroo-related story. Oh, I think I talked about this on stream a while back, but, so, you know, Canada, we don't usually have kangaroos running around and stuff. But, we do have some kangaroos in a zoo, in zoos around the province. And nation, I should say. Anyways, so there was one zoo that was moving, I think it was 6 kangaroos to another zoo. So the plan was the kangaroos live there and now they're gonna go live over there. That was the plan, okay? Keep this in mind. So they had their kangaroos in a nice little truck and they had like a planned stop-off zoo. Because, you know, moving kangaroos around, that's probably pretty stressful for the poor kangaroos. So they moved around the kangaroos. And they had a little stop-off zoo where they're like, okay, we will let the kangaroos out at this zoo so that they can get their legs stretched and everything and be happy little kangaroos and bounce around and do kangaroo things. That was the plan, at least. But one of the kangaroos ended up getting loose. In a Canadian city. In a Canadian city. So there was a kangaroo running around. In a Canadian city. I mean, if you look it up, you can probably find out which one it was. Like, kangaroo lost in Canada. You can probably figure out which one it was. Like, I'm sure that's not too hard to Google. Anyways. It took them like 3 to 4 days to find it. And when they did find it, it was a couple cops that found it. And the one cop, kind of stupidly tried to grab a hold of its tail. And as you can probably imagine, that did not go well for the cop. Now, the cop wasn't injured. The kangaroo was fine. But they had to, like, they managed to get it, put it in the back of their SWAT car. And I think there's a picture of or I think there was a picture of it going around that there was a picture of a kangaroo in a SWAT car.
The happiness it brings lasts.
I think there was a picture like that going around too at the time. And of course the cop had a body cam on, and everyone was like, they have to release the body cam footage. It's like an officer was assaulted. No charges were laid. My mom likes that. No charges were laid for the kangaroo. Can't really blame the kangaroo for that though. But yeah, no, that happened. That's a Canada kangaroo related story. Anyways, something you just gotta speak the truth. Did y'all hear about the bunnies coming to Australia? Then they multiplied so much because they had no predators there, so it took a Dignus to deal with the problem. And then it was a problem. I could believe that. Wombats are one of the few non-scary things in Australian wildlife, though they
In a trade war,
have some scary illnesses that can transfer or something that missed on. Oh, jeez. I like even koalas, cute as heck. But then, boom, they give you... Yeah, they're also aggressive. Yeah, I did hear that. Oh, well. Oh, well, there we go. Thanks for educating, yeah. Good thing you got educated, or you try to pick up the koala and realize it's like, oh, this thing has giant claws and now it's gonna rip out my face. Lovely. Oh boy, I can't wait. Don't pick up a koala, kids. It's bad for your health. Koalas are calm though, but if you get too close, they can run up trees. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna rip out your face. Yeah, I've heard that they're very tame, but also can die from stress. I'm glad to do you a service. Anything can stop anyone from coming to this place. Oh, the rabbit-proof fence.
we should look for a new investment.
Are all y'all talking dropped bread about dropped bread? No. Thank you for preventing a great deal of suffering and regret in the greater part of humanity. Drop bears. Drop bears. Yep. Yeah, no, it's, where was I going with this? Oh, geez, where was I going with this? Yeah, I know. I don't know. Since we're talking about memorable Aussie wildlife, how are the emus doing this day? The Great Emu War. Yeah, I watched a video on that just a while back. It was a YouTube short. The Australian wildlife guy. I don't even know what the channel name is, but the Australian wildlife guy talking about the emu war. Are they like a big deal because besides a lost war, you hear nothing about them these days? They probably just kind of moved on. They're probably like, they're here to stay. There's nothing we can do about the emus, so we just kind of have to adapt and figure out how we can keep the emus away from the crops. Emu scarecrows. Scare emus. I don't think that would work. I think they'd get too smart and realize that they're inanimate objects. And that they cannot harm them. Oh, that'd be funny. It is true Vegemite tastes terrible. Now, they are usually all in wildlife conservation parks. Oh, yeah. So they figured out how to contain the emus. Or maybe they just figured out not to put farmland that grows. Unpopular opinion, I like Vegemite, excuse me. I knew saying that with someone in Australia, from Australia, would cause some reaction. Now stop fighting in chat, that's very bad. Oh, I should probably think about getting off now. Ningguang has literally just been standing there forever. Oh, I never tried it, so I can't agree nor disagree. Yeah, me neither. All I know about Vegemite is that the song is like the Down Under song. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the guy handed me a Vegemite sandwich. Or gave me half of his Vegemite sandwich. Is it normal to put Vegemite on sandwiches? Question. Important question needs to be answered. Is that what you're supposed to do with it? Wow, I don't think emus deserve voting rights and a passport after they won. I think emus deserve voting rights. Imagine that. Imagine that. You're going to the polling station in Australia. You're doing your civil duty by voting in the next... I don't know what Australia has, a president or a prime minister, or what you guys call your leader, but you're voting in the next you're voting in the next big guy and you walk in and there's like a herd of emus and they're like pecking the pecking the attendants and they're handing out ballots to the emus, but the emus are just kind of like stepping on them and pecking at them. And then they just kind of look at it, and it looks like this emu voted for this guy, okay? Sounds legit. I remember you're a fat Venus. Remember you're a fat Venus flytrap guardian squirrel with a fancy hat. Yeah, I know. Depends what sandwich, but it is usually toasted. Prime Minister. Okay, you guys have a Prime Minister. We also have a Prime Minister. We're having an election soon here in Canada for our next Prime Minister. I won't get into it, but I already know who I'm voting for. I already well aware who I'm voting for. Honestly, I trust an emu more than politicians than quite a few other actual politicians these days. We also have a Prime Minister. Woo! Lots of Prime Ministers out there. Yeah, no. Petition to replace every politician with emus. Petition to replace every politician with local wildlife. You go into the Canadian Commerce, or you go into the Canadian House or whatever, and there's a moose, and there's a couple geese, there's a couple moose, there's a deer, there's a few deer, maybe there's an elk too. There's a polar bear. Other bear varieties. And it's not just the big wildlife, it can be some of the smaller ones. There's a little robin too. Minister Robin of Ontario. We actually have a service that teaches you how to vote called emu. Oh, that's great. That would be so funny. I remember I used to hate our old Prime Minister because his campaign ad was always about him buying hot dogs. Honestly, I kind of wish that more political ads were just goofy things like that, let's be real. These attack ads kind of suck. Like, I don't want to know what awful things you think about this other person. I want to know what you're going to do, and, you know, if you're going to tell me what you're going to do, well, buying a hot dog at a hot dog stand or something, it's like, sure, why not? Less attack ads, more goofy things. Give me an ad where you're just talking about your platform with your dog in your lap or something. Or maybe just talking about your platform. Maybe leave the dogs out of this. The dogs deserve better. Can you imagine? I think the French having hilarious animals like the national animal, like a pigeon or something. Can you imagine? I think the French have a hilarious animal as the national animal, a pigeon. I mean, they have lots of pigeons in France, so I wouldn't even be that surprised. I don't know. French Parliament is made out of pigeons. Canadian Parliament is made out of Canadian geese. Australia, it's kangaroos and emus. And koalas. And I don't know what other countries really have a lot of, but the ads were always the seller saying, "What do you want?" and what I like on like I want equality, blah blah blah. It's actually kind of funny. I hate him. Yeah, bring back good political ads. None of that attack stuff. None of that attack stuff. It's Can we just all be happy? Wait, what? What are we talking about? What are we asking about? Is it something I said or what Patricia said? Either way, replace parliament, replace politicians with local wildlife, flora and fauna. Sweden's national animal is the moose. It is. We have beavers. I forgot about beavers. Beavers are like our thing, or our other thing. I looked it up. French national animal is a rooster, lol. Yeah. I could believe it. I mean, everyone has an interesting national animal, I suppose. What is Canada's national animal? What if I just do a little Google right now? This is probably gonna have to be the last thing I do today because, yeah, it's getting a little bit later and I have to go to work. What is does national animal. Okay, Canada's national animal. Oh, it is the beaver. North American beaver. Each country also has their own animal, I think. Yeah. Our national animal is the beaver, according to Google. Probably moose. It's not. It's a beaver. It's a North American beaver. Those are meese. Wait, Scotland has a unicorn apparently. Yeah, I heard about that. Mooses. The plural for moose is just moose. I mean, great for them. I mean, I kind of wish I had, like, a fake animal as a national animal, but beavers are very real. Beavers are cute, though. Kind of probably don't want to mess with a beaver, though. Beavers slay, though, not gonna lie, yeah. Beavers slay and save the environment. Because they make dams. What was it? I think there was... I don't know if it was in Canada or not, but I think I read somewhere that there were a bunch of politicians who were trying to figure out, you know, how to control water flow in this one area. And they were, like, doing all these plans to build a dam and everything. And then a bunch of beavers just showed up and built a dam. And it worked. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just let the beavers keep cooking. Do you have a landscape animal for every country? Yeah, I bet there's a landscape or state. Or a provincial animal? Yeah, probably. In Canada, we probably have a provincial animal. I don't know what mine would be. I'm in Ontario. I don't feel like doing another Google search. I wonder what the most common national animal is. There has to be a few doubles or more. Yeah. Do landscape animals, our country is a seal. Yeah. Yeah. A seal. Country, not count. Or yeah. County, sorry, county. For us it'd probably be provinces. I don't know. You got me wondering now. What is the animal for Ontario? What is Ontario's provincial animal? A loon. Okay, ours is a loon. Seals are so cute. Yeah. The Welsh have a dragon. That's metal. Yeah. We're not cool enough, I guess, to have a mythical animal as our as our animal, I guess. We have beavers and loons. I can't necessarily... Guys, hear me out. Okay, we're hearing you out. This really has to be the last thing, though. I really gotta think about getting going. I will definitely hear this out, though. I want to hear it out. You know what? Well, while I'm waiting for this to hear out, maybe I can start closing and turning off the PlayStation because I will not be needing this on. Okay, there's the PlayStation is turning off. Okay. Okay. This is Genshin conspiracy. Okay. The Pale Flame set has the Fatui symbol on each piece, which means the Saritsa would be broken physical support. And Xinyan will be the best physical DPS with her in her team. I mean, that is a possibility. Would it be interesting foreshadowing? Yes. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. That could be kind of insane. We won't know until until the Saritsa is released. I hope not. Yeah. There's a part of me that says it's unlikely because they have Mika already, but who knows? Maybe she will have some things that will allow her to support physical DPS, or maybe she'll just be a DPS altogether. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if the Saritsa even is playable. I would imagine she would be. Anyways, we should get going. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate having all of you here. And with that, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye. See you. Where is my ending screen? There it is. Bye! Sorry. Also, new video tomorrow. Bye!